My name's Amanda.
And I'm Michael. We have 5 children: Bailey, Logan, Jasper, Oakley and Felicity.
My pregnancy with Bailey was a little unexpected, but we very quickly got used to the idea. He was such a good baby. He slept well, he fed well, he was just this really cruisy little guy, and we were absolutely smitten.
He took a lot longer to sort of move around, and he wasn't hitting his milestones, which didn't really raise any flags with us until a bit later on.
As a new mum, you're told, don't compare your babies, you know, just they all develop at their own pace. And then we had 2 more children, and they were developmentally on track. So we knew that there was something not quite right. We saw a rheumatologist, and the rheumatologist took one look at him, and she looked at me and she said, I don't think this isn't my area of expertise. I think you need to see a neurology. She literally got on the phone, and we're thinking, oh, thank God, you know, yay, because at that point we just wanted an answer. We just wanted to know. The neurologist took us into the room, and I'll never forget, and said, look, it's not good news, Bailey's got muscular dystrophy. And I lost it.
Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy is a complicated neuromuscular condition that slowly takes their ability to walk away, and eventually that condition evolves and progresses into things like the heart and lungs. At the moment, there is no cure for Duchenne. It is fatal, and life expectancy is between 25 and 35. Shortly after that, because it is a genetic condition, we had to get our other sons tested, and then we sort of discovered our youngest son, Oakley, had also got it.
I guess the beauty of Oak is that he was diagnosed at 3. So we knew that we had so much more time to make sure that we filled his early years with fun memories and as much as he could physically do. But also bearing in mind, he has to watch Bailey go through all the transitions, knowing full well that he's also going to be following that same path.
It's hugely frustrating for Bay. There are certain activities that he just can't do anymore, and they're all things that he used to be able to do. So he could kick a ball, he could throw a ball, and slowly over time, all of these things progressively get taken away from him. Duchenne has thrown a huge curveball, but we've sort of taken that as a challenge a little bit and said, well, okay, we've got a big family, we've got a wheelchair, we're still going to go camping, we're still going to go out and about, we're still going to do things as a family, we just need to do it differently.
Mike was having to lift Bailey into the van, which has completely thrown his back out. How does he get from his wheelchair into the car, and the car out and about, and how does it all work? And thankfully we had an amazing OT who's just been our lifeline. And one of the first things she said, you know, when we started down the path of thinking, oh gosh, how are we going to afford this van? She's like, well, why don't you apply to Variety? You have to open yourself up and be quite vulnerable. Not just ask for help, ask for financial help. You do feel very vulnerable, but at no point did we ever feel embarrassed. It was always, excellent, yeah, apply, look, we'll see how we can help you, and it was a very positive experience.
The Variety grant that we applied for was to help us get a wheelchair accessible vehicle. Variety were fantastic, and next thing you know, we've got our van and we can start living our life again. It all sort of got put on hold there for a little while, but once we got the van, it was a huge relief.
It felt like we could breathe.
It just normalises the whole process. We don't have to worry about how he's going to get to school. We don't have to worry about how he's going to get to a birthday party, or he wants to start wheelchair sports, so we don't have to worry about how he's going to do that. We can just do it, and we can do it as a whole family as well. It's not that we have to take 2 cars. We've got a big family and we love that, but we get to do everything together, and that's hugely important to us. Bailey teaches us a lot every day. His personality is enormous, and even he seems to find a positive out of this. So he picks up new things, he games a lot, he socialises a lot, he's got a real thirst for knowledge, he collects things, he still finds ways to sort of engage and stay involved and participate. He's got a very tenacious personality, and if there's something he can do, he will. Our hopes for Bailey and Oakley is to just lead a full life. Bailey has incredibly ambitious dreams of home ownership and having a housemate, very normal goals, and we're not going to hold him back from those. We're going to find ways to sort of break down walls, and so he can do all of that.
My hope for the boys is a cure. Really, that's a cure or a decent treatment that will buy them more time for that cure. Behind Variety are the donors and the people that allow Variety to be able to do what they do to help the families. And 2020 was a tough year, and people really did have to pull back. So we're so grateful that there are people that still said, you know what, there are still families out there who need our support. We need to keep supporting them. And we are that family. We're so grateful. We are so grateful for that.